Hi, welcome guys once again to another segment of La Bella World Baking, and in today's segment we will be learning how to make a calabash cake. Here is my 6 inches by 3 tall cake, which I'm going to be trimming now. So by trimming it to have my sharp edge, you just go around. Okay, I keep trimming it round just to have that calabash shape. And please, I'll remind you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel at La Bella World, and like my video. Then please press that notification button so that any new video coming your way, you'll be able to be notified. Okay, I'm going to take out my cake crumbs now. Okay, then I'll continue trimming. Trimming is your choice. You trim the way you like it, either up to down or down to up, or you trim it round. Now my calabash is not going to be like the graduation cake I made earlier, so what I'll do is to cut in to the under, that's the base of the cake. Alright, you'll agree with me that calabash comes in different sizes and shape, and this is just the shape I want to give my calabash. And I want to also make it a very little and portable calabash on top of my cake. So I'll take this out. Alright, just take this out now and give my body a good clean. Now I'm trying to decide between which coating knife I'm going to use, whether my spatula or my small knife. So I think I'll go with the spatula. If you don't have a spatula, you can use your knife. You can just use anything to frost your cake, like I always say. So I'm going to take out my buttercream now and frost the cake with it. Alright, I'm going to change now to my scraper. So just scrape around just to give it a little smoothness. Alright, this place is open, so I just take my buttercream and fill it up. Just keep smoothing your work. Okay, I need the under of the cake to look like a typical calabash here, so I scrape out the buttercream from under and balance it up here. Alright, if you did not have a proper shaping of your cake with knife, you can always use your buttercream to keep reshaping it for yourself till you have the accurate shape you need. Okay, now I'm going to clean my board. Okay, I'm going to toss this aside now and bring in my fondant to the surface. But before that, I'll just have to sprinkle my icing sugar. I'm not using cornstarch here, so sprinkle my icing sugar on the surface now, and I bring in my fondant. This fondant now, I'm going to change the color to light brown color, so as I'm painting it, it's not going to really stress me. So here we go. Okay, so here we go, and just give it a knead. Okay, the color did not outrightly come out, so I will just keep adding a little more. Alright, this is about the shade I want my fondant to be, so just spread it now and cover my cake. Now I'm going to measure my cake. So here I have about 3 inches tall, and the wideness now has reduced to 4 from the top, and down still remain 6 inches. So I'm going to my fondant now. Okay, before spreading, I'm going to be washing my hand now because I'm now working with colored fondant, so I don't want too much stains on it, as I won't be heating it up. Okay, there is something I really need you to get right here. Is either you measure your cake round, or you measure them together and add up the measurement. Like here I said is 3 inches tall, and this is 4 inches wide. So 3 plus 4 now gives us 7. And now I'm going to measure this other end of the cake, which is also 3 inches, just like this other side. Now 7 plus that 3 gives us 10 inches, and I'm going to spread my fondant now to about 12 inches to expand out 12 or 13 inches. So I set to work. All right, time to spread my fondant. Okay, just dust a little, and I'm working on round fondant, so I'm spreading my fondant in circles, and I have air bubbles here, so I'm going to pop it up with my office pin. You can use toothpick if you don't have office pin. Just pop the air bubbles out. Okay, I'm going to trim off this excess now before I take my final measurements of the fondant. Let's check whether we have measurements. Okay, I said 13 and now I have 14, so it's still good for me. I'm going to bring down my fondant. Please, if your fondant stick on the surface, what you simply do is to get your scraper and scrape it up. But here it didn't stick, so I'll just bring down my cake. Remember, you can roll your fondant with your rolling pin and lift it, but here I don't just need to, so I'll quickly take it to my cake and cover it. Just straighten this edge so it won't stack and be squeezy. And now you use your hand round, just like I did in the graduation cupcake. Please, if you want to check the graduation cupcake, just check La Bella World YouTube channel. You will see it right there, and even how to make your paneling is there. Now look at this, we already have this covered, so just keep straightening it. And okay, at this point I can now switch to my smoother and smoothen up the calabash. At this point I tuck it in under. It's not like the graduation cake that tuck it in so it can give me the base of that calabash before I trim off my fondant. Now I start trimming it off, and I'm remaining excess because I may have need to fold the fondant under the base of the cake. So I take off the fondant there for the gourd. So now I'll just have to reshape it back. Alright, I just turned my cake. Now you can see it's revealed one-sided chocolate cake and one-sided plain cake. So I zoom this in. Okay, if you don't want to turn, you may just give your cake a good trim before you turn it upside down, or you just trim it nicely and leave it there. So I'm going to clean this now before I return my cake. When I return back my cake, it has lost the shape, so it's smoother. I need to put it back on track. All right, here now I'm going to make the gourd. That's the top part of the calabash. So I just need back my fondant and I'll roll it into a shape. Okay, remember I just keep rolling this into. Favor, come out, please come and check what I'm doing now. All right, you will agree with me that the calabash come in different shapes. So is the gourd. There are some that you will see the base is very tiny like this. It will be very tiny in here, but that's not what I want to make now. I want to make a kind of plumpy neck for the calabash. So here it is. All right, to have the opening at the top of the calabash, I simply insert something here and press it in. Then I can just give it a little bend. Then with my hand I'll do the finishing, and the same goes to the base. Okay, then this is what I do. I just shape it. I don't want a very smooth, just shape it here. the best to give it an opening. This is my tip, and here I go. And back to smoothing, proper smoothing of the neck. Okay, at this point I've become a potter, molding my clay into the shape I want. So you can mold your fondant into the shape you want. All right, with my hand I just want to drop, because this is where I want my palm wine to be going out of. So goes to the cake now. Please fix it well. Here it is. Then with my hand I'll do the final smoothing. Now I want to join this neck together in case I don't want to wrap it up with anything. So here it is. Now my calabash is set, but I just have to trim this. If you don't want to trim it, you can use this and start closing it in gradually. Before you realize they'll both stick together. But since I'll be wrapping it, I won't have the need for trimming it. So let's go. Just pick my little fondant now and roll. I can use extruder to fit in the fondant, but I won't be having any need for it, since I can just use my hand to roll out the fondant to give me what I want. So just okay, just have to clean my hand of any powdered sugar because I don't want stain. You can see how neat my fondant is. I don't like to spray my fondant, so I just okay, here we go. And split this into two and have what I want. Alright, this is my already rolled fondant, and I'm going to start twisting it from this end now. I join the head together and twist. So just keep twisting it till I have the shape that I want. Okay, close this together and twist it. Okay, and twist, turn it out and keep twisting. You keep twisting till you have the length you want before you cut off the excess. Alright, we'll just trim out this excess. Okay, I'll really know when to trim when I take it to my calabash. So I bring in the calabash, and now you can see we can bring out our smooth line without an extruder. Extruder actually takes my time, so that's why I don't bother. And I take it around. I need this to be at the side, so just keep it around my calabash, and here we go. So this is too long for me. It's not actually what I need, so I'm going to cut out some part of it with a scissor. Twist it in a little, and you can just keep twisting and leave it at that, but for me to have this, I need to seal this back and trim out a bit, and repeat the same process here, and also trim it out in a slanting manner, please. You can see the sharp point because I slanted it, and here my calabash is ready. Ooh, ooh, I got it done. Alright, I bring in my white fondant now, and I just want to make a drop of palm wine on the fondant, on the calabash cake rather. So bring this in, straighten it a bit and spread. Now go, you can reach down, okay. Let's go. Alright, I think it's hanging me. Now what do? Just disfigure it a bit, and you can drop it from in here, and it drops down. It's like palm wine that drips down the cake. I don't want to drop it in that manner. I can just keep cutting to drop. Just keep touching it. You keep messing it up to look like it's palm wine that drip down. You just keep messing it up. Feel if I catch you there. Why are you laughing at my palm wine? Okay, now that is that. Okay, but I want to luster just this a little, so I'm going to bring in my dust down and edible spirits. So now I have a little challenge here on which dust I'm going to use. Is it this lighter one? Is it this or this or this? Now I'll rule out the silver dust because I'm not going to be working with it. And I may add this to this. No. So I rule this out. Alright, with these two dusts gone, I'm left with these two shades. Now, if I use this, it may be too sharp for me, so I'm going to mix this with this to have what I want. So I drop a bit of this, okay, a bit of this in here. And also drop a little of this. Please, you can use something to fetch it out. All right, let me add this a little more to mix the shade. Just hold on. I'm going to mix in my edible spirits now. Edible spirits. So I mix in. Ouch, it's not much, so I need to add a little more. Be careful so you don't add in excess because it dries out very fast. And I'll just give my cake.
That's done too.
A good paint. So here we go. My calabash has turned to gold color. Okay, so I'll clean out the color now. The dust, please, from the board. Give it a good clean. Then I'm going to reveal what we have here so you can see with me. I didn't paint the complete section of the cake, so I just want you to see. Here we have back color, and here is by gold. So I'm going to finish painting now. So here it is. Now I'll just finish up painting this side so we can. Okay, zoom on me. So if you like what you see, please remember to subscribe for me on my YouTube channel at La Bella World, and please thumbs up, like it, and also press that notification button, and you will be notified when I upload new videos. So I say thank you guys, thank you. It is actually you that makes this happen, because every time you demand for a new work, it encourages me to produce new one. So I say bye.